Yo! What is going on, guys? It's your boy Andrew Plays back at it again for another video for you. Today we got an unrequested reaction, my bad. But still, we got an action-packed reaction for you guys. Today we got how bad was Jamarcus Russell actually? Now I know a lot about Jamarcus Russell. He's probably the biggest bust in NFL history. I did learn that. I've been diving through NFL lately. I've been learning from these non-stop sports videos. Make sure to go subscribe to them. They make some great content. Anyways, let's check this out.
Jamarcus Russell, we would still be sitting around talking about Ryan Leaf being
Facts.
the biggest bust ever. But seriously, what happened to Russell? How does a guy who towers over everyone at 6'6" and walks into the NFL with the strongest arm fall apart so quickly? The guy was a number 1 overall pick. Today, we will break down just how
number 1 overall, bro. This man's like the next Anthony Bennett.
In the rural town of Mobile, Alabama, Jamarcus Russell was the big fish in the small pond. No, actually, he was the biggest. His freshman season at Williamson High School, he was already 6'3" with a cannon for an arm. On his knees, he could throw a ball 70 yards. With the likes of Nick Saban, Les Miles, and Bobby Bowden recruiting him already, they can back up that ridiculous story. Jamarcus impressed his coaches so much as an 8th grader, he became the starter immediately. As a freshman, Jamarcus took Williamson to the state championship, where they lost a close game. He was the leader of the program for the next 4 years, putting together workouts and assembling 7-on-7 teams on his
own. Nice touchdown, bro. That man's a beast from these highlights. Oh my god.
77 passing yards became the all-time Alabama record.
I'm actually gonna move my camera up there so that you guys can see the
Russell redshirted his freshman year, but in his second
the facts that they shown at the bottom.
With Jimbo Fisher as his play caller and QB coach, Russell excelled and led the Tigers to a 10-1 record.
Clemson Tigers, right? Clemson? No, what the fuck? Notre Dame Tigers? I don't know, bro. I'm a Clemson fan. Don't know a lot about college football or any college sports except for NCAA. I don't know a lot about it.
Jamarcus decided to forego his senior year, enter the 2007 NFL Draft, and here is where everything seemingly fell apart. Lane Kiffin described his arm as something off of Madden. Mike Mayock said Jamarcus Russell's pro day was the greatest he'd ever seen. With the ability to throw from every arm angle at a massive 6'6", 260 pounds with more than enough mobility, Jamarcus Russell had a combo of skills we haven't seen in the NFL. But there were a lot.
So you're hold up. You're basically telling me that this fucker right here, Jamarcus Russell, could have been the next Tom Brady or even better. Yo, good thing that he did not go to the Eagles, bro. Bro, EDP would be mad if he went to the Eagles and was a bust. Bro, he'd be going to, like, the Eagles Stadium, bro, and he's gonna be looting it and shit, bro.
Selected Russell with the first overall pick of the 2007 draft, over the opportunity to draft future Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson in the process. There wasn't even a honeymoon period for the Raiders. Without rookie contract restrictions in place yet, Jamarcus Russell and his agent fought tooth and nail for every dollar on his rookie deal. A lot harder than Russell would ever fight while wearing the silver and black. When they didn't get the deal they wanted, Russell held out of Raiders training camp. The real Jamarcus Russell was standing up. It took the second week of the regular season before they came to an agreement. A gigantic 6-year, $61 million deal.
What the fuck, bro? Bro, for a rookie? Oh my god! That's even more crazier than, like, offering, what was his name? Oh yeah, I don't know, like Ryan Weber, I forget his name. Like, they gave him, the Kings gave him, like, a 15-year deal.
Russell didn't make his debut until 2 months later on December 2nd. He only played 2 series before the starter came back. The starter was knocked out again against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Russell came in as a relief. He was awful. Yes, he threw his first career touchdown. It came with 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter from a 2-yard pass to the goal. Before that, he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean.
I mean, to be honest, bro, like, with 6 seconds left, I mean, that time is just garbage time.
3 picks and losing a fumble in the process. The game was out of hand, but Russell looked like a deer in headlights, blatantly throwing passes into hordes of coverage. He completed 8 out of 23 passes.
That is a bad percentage. That's a really bad percentage.
The game After 2 more picks and another fumble, he finished his rookie season with 2 touchdowns to 5 interceptions and 2 fumbles. The next season, Russell was
Imagine throwing more interceptions than touchdowns, bro.
started.
When was the last
Problems
time
in
you've
his
seen
offseason
that?
lack of work ethic were leaking out. When he returned the next year, he looked about 40 pounds.
Bro, this man looks like James Harden coming out of a strip club, no cap.
Jamarcus with McDoubles just to show up for film study. He was reportedly fined for missing team meetings, and during OTAs, he made a long speech about finishing strong, then disappeared the last day. The season was as much a disaster as you expected. Russell's beaming passes hit green grass more than Raiders' gloves. The only thing Russell connected with more than the ground is defenders. In his first win, Russell completed 6 out of 17 passes for 55 yards. He was inconsistent, but finished the season with the 2 best games of his career. That bought him another year as the Raiders quarterback. But early in 2009, the Raiders realized those wins came in spite of Russell, not because of Russell. Russell's third and final season is the worst season for a QB in history. He lasted only 5 weeks before being benched. When the guy he got benched for got hurt, he got a second chance. Yeah, he ruined that too. He got benched immediately, losing his job to Charlie Fry. By season's end,
Bro, imagine letting Charlie Fry, bro, letting him be the QB after the number 1 overall pick gets benched.
While tossing 11 interceptions and losing 6 more fumbles. When Oakland was shut out by the Jets,
yeah, that's your QB. Y'all guys are fucking screwed, my guy. No wonder you guys moved to Las Vegas, bro. But that's not because your team is trash.
Russell came in overweight again. Then the infamous blank tape incident happened. Oh, you haven't heard? The Raiders coaches were so convinced that Jamarcus wasn't watching an ounce of film that they sent him home with blank tapes to study and called them blitzes, telling him to watch it. The next morning, Raiders coaches asked what he thought of the films. Jamarcus replied, "Looks good." That was the final nail in the coffin for Jamarcus Russell as an Oakland Raider. When they traded for Jason Campbell, the Raiders dumped him. After just 3 seasons, Russell was out of a job. And before he could ever get any second chance, he was arrested on drug charges.
Of course, bro. Of course, bro.
Came out once he was out of the league. ESPN reported Russell tested positive for codeine before the draft. A private investigator the Raiders hired to tail Russell followed him to casinos nearly every night of the week leading up to the draft. They still drafted him. It is inevitable to face. The passion to reach the mountaintop of pro football never existed for Jamarcus Russell. His greatness at LSU got him $60 million to ball out on, and he didn't care what happened after. Statistically, Jamarcus Russell is the worst quarterback of the 21st century.
That is true. It's probably going to be one of the worst for the next 80 years to come.
Disappointed their legion of fans and was booted from the league after just 25 starts. Jamarcus Russell was so bad that every player drafted has a cap now for how much they can get paid. He just didn't care. Simple as that. Jamarcus Russell is the worst number 1 overall pick ever. His NFL career will live in infamy next to the 4-letter word, bust.
Alright, bro. So, yeah. Well, I gotta give credit to Jamarcus Russell, bro. He was pretty good in his college days, but, like, man, since he came to the NFL, he didn't care about one fuck. Like, you really gotta know, like, he was not playing well. I mean, he was throwing more interceptions than touchdowns. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.